Hey, how's it going everybody? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to the next part of our Crusader series as we are playing on In the Name of Jerusalem 2. I want to go ahead and say a massive thank you to everybody who has been showing love to this series. I've been having an absolute blast playing it and I think we have maybe a couple more episodes left. I really want to maybe take on Cyprus because that's an easy war and we, as you can see, have had our lands pretty severely reduced by Saladin. I think historically this is actually what happened and they took Jerusalem and then Richard Lionheart turned up with reinforcements and that kind of kicked off the Third Crusade. And they have actually said over on their Discord as well that they plan on kind of adding in mechanics to kind of represent that if Jerusalem falls, then there will be kind of some response there by the Christians, which I think is a really interesting way of going about it. But yeah, we definitely need some time to rebuild. We definitely need some time to kind of get all our armies up to full strength because, yeah, our war against Saladin was not an easy one whatsoever. We also need to go and take a look at our own settlements, so I'm sure there's going to be plenty of decisions to go ahead and mess around with, let our lances build back up. And, of course, we'll make sure that our armies are fully supplied and raring to go. I mean, for the most part, like, our own forces are actually looking really, really good. I cannot complain. We have 159 men, most of which are pretty elite. We have, of course, our fellow hero carrying the banner of the glorious Fish Empire. We have a lot of missiles, to be fair, but also our infantry's looking pretty good. A bunch of foot sergeants, which are always nice. Again, a lot more of these guys are very, very deadly. We have, again, a lot of low-tier infantry, which I would like to maybe level up against some bandits, because getting these variants just adds more kind of weight to our army. But yeah, what we're going to do is we're going to head back to our settlement down here in Hebron, and we're going to do, obviously, any issues that the settlement has, as well as maybe take a look at the garrison and kind of rebuild our army a little bit. Because, as you can see, we have 172 men here. It'd be kind of, bad of us not to kind of, take the strongest army possible. Oh, this is actually a really interesting mechanic then. So it looks like we can't take, like, all of the garrison. There's only so many soldiers we can actually take from here. I wonder if that's to do with, like, well, obviously it's to do with the recruitment system, but I guess certain settlements have, like, a default amount of garrison that they are equipped with, and that maybe builds up over time because, yeah, we can't actually grab these. Yeah, it's a really interesting way of going about it. But we'll definitely take the cavalry up to our limit because that's pretty nice, and I might actually get rid of some of this infantry so we can take... Oh, I can't because it's a lance recruitment. Yeah, that's so interesting. I could get rid of, like, what, these guys, though? Or do we have any of these guys? Yeah, so I could actually put more of these guys in. That's interesting. So I assume we can put in, like, all the mercenary units that we picked up. Yeah, like the Italian sailors, the Italian crossbowmen, but we can't put any of the lance recruitment in. Oh, cool. That's such an interesting way of going about it. So let's see what type of issues we have. We currently have 3 petitions here. Refugees at the gate. We could welcome them to our lands or turn them away. So obviously, if we allow them to come into our settlement, that's going to help out with our combat, and their labor would also help grow the settlement. However, an influx would cause public order issues, as well as, yeah, the ability to assimilate them to our culture. And obviously affect the food as well. I think we're gonna take them. So what does that do? That gives us a little bit more prosperity. Yeah, increases by 2, but it says the prosperity has been reduced by 300, but then increased by 2. That should be fine though, right? Yeah, that looks fine. Yeah, just a nice little boost to increase. Our loyalty and our food are doing fine. And if you take a look at our settlement, it is looking great as well. No major issues. We're currently trying to upgrade to the next set of walls. However, it's going to take 118 days. Don't know if that's even really worth it. Having the Castellan office is amazing. Reducing garrison wages by 30% is huge. Oh, okay, the next one we have in our duty and the petitions is we have a foreign trader who is willing to give us his skills, but at a cost. I think that's worth it. I think that really is worth it. It would be nice if they gave you like another tooltip. I'm not sure if it's possible, but like another tooltip that pops up and says, oh, this is what you get when you hover over it. But yeah, I think it'll be worth it, right? So we paid 400 gold and we gained a number of elite militia in Hebron has increased by 8. Okay, we'll take that. Again, a lot of the balancing, like the costs and the rewards, that's very much a work in progress. So, don't think that, oh, 400 gold is nothing. Yeah, just keep in mind that that's all, of course, going to change. And then we also have, yeah, we obviously need to deepen the well. We need more water here. So again, I imagine when the mod does fully release, it's going to cost a lot more to do these things. But hopefully they provide you with the cost beforehand, because you don't want to just be clicking it and then finding out the wrong way that you're going to get your ass, you're going to like go bankrupt or something. That's not going to be a good one. Over in this village to the east, we have the villagers have invited me to the hot springs. I mean, that'd be kind of cool. Let my men come as well. I'm sure, yeah, it boosts my morale. Even though our morale doesn't really need a massive influx, but still, we'll take that. A local farmer approaches you with his daughter, who claims that one of your men. Oh god, that's not good. Okay, gold will do. Yeah, we'll pay for that, and we need to, of course, keep the people happy. If Sharp has told me anything, then it is we have to keep the locals on side, and we also gain a bit of a relationship as well. And then, of course, we're going to help assist in the fields as well. Morale changed by -12, but men, I mean, they get paid regardless, right? They shouldn't be annoyed that I'm making them do work. Would they rather go out into the battlefields and fight? Okay, we have seen to all the issues around our settlement, so all the like problems have now been seen to. We're gonna rest here. I do actually also want to see what the go hunting is. Is it just like a time event? Yeah, it's just a time event, and I guess you get some food. You gain. Oh, you actually gain some extra skill as well. That's kind of cool. And I like the picture. It would be kind of cool if you actually like went into a scene and actually had to hunt. I think that'd be actually so cool. Nice. That leveled up our athletics, so we'll take it. I think probably reducing our weight so we can move a little bit faster, but the Furious is so good, right? When we're the captain, troops on foot have 10% weapon handling. Like, that's massive. Being able to swing your sword faster in this game is everything. We also can gain more influence from donating troops, or also just gain wounded troops don't pay. I mean, neither of these are particularly too good. But we'll just take the, we'll just take this bottom one, the top one, I guess. It really does not matter. Okay, so we have a nice little tournament here. I think what we're going to do is we're going to win the tournament, and then I'm going to have to cheat to give myself a little bit more influence, because it costs 200 to declare war, or at least propose to declare war. And yeah, at the moment, it doesn't look like anybody, I mean, nobody really wants to go to war anyway with anybody. Is there any? Okay, so we can go to war with these guys. Doesn't really matter too much. Honestly, it looks like Cyprus is really the only war that we might be able to do. So we'll see what happens when it comes to it. Again, if I just cheat my influence in there, because otherwise we're going to be here a long time. There's not going to be anything to do, and obviously you guys want to see big battles, so I'll just kind of do that, and hopefully I can convince people to join the war. Of course, first we have to win a tournament or two, and I don't mind doing that whatsoever. I think I'm always going to take the horse bardings, because they just look really cool, and I want to get as many unique ones as possible. We'll take our leader, and we'll take the Knights Templar. Let's do that. I think that's a nice selection of soldiers that we can utilize to a very effective kind of position. And yeah, I always love just collecting all the horse bardings, honestly. Okay, let's move in here, get some kills. That's some good damage right there. Again, we know that he's on our side. I don't think you are yet. Boom, 1 kill right there with the lance, which is awesome. I really love these big tournaments where you have like a bunch of just like infantry and troops that accompany you. I'll keep on saying it as well until the developers add it. But again, I would love like a War of Nations style thing where you actually get to command soldiers. I think that'd be so cool. Another interesting thing to note in these tournaments as well is I believe the people who go through aren't necessarily the people who survive the longest. Is who you need to get enough kills. So actually making sure you take out the enemy knights is really important, because you could find yourself actually being eliminated even if you did survive to the end, just because you're playing too passively, which I think is a much better way of doing it. That's how they did it in Warband, and I much prefer it. Well, something to mention as well is I am currently using my brand new PC setup as well, if you guys are interested in that, whilst I just slay off the rest of these enemies in this tournament around. But yeah, my new PC setup. So I've got an i9 1300K, and I've also got a new 4090. The 4090 looks beautiful in the case. They've got it vertically mounted and everything, but that should definitely help out these videos, especially a more demanding mod like this, which does have its performance issues in the bigger battles. Hopefully that won't show up on actual oh, that was a good kill. Hopefully that won't show up on video, and you guys will just get a much more smoother experience, which will be nice. Okay, we hit him. Nice. Let's rotate around. We knocked him off his horse as well, so he is easy pickings whilst he is making his way over there. Good. We took him out, and then it's just the last one. Already hit him for 44. Let's get our mace out maybe, and just try and finish him off there. He's going for my horse whilst I'm going for him. Okay, we'll just rotate around. There you go. That's nice damage. Can't believe no one else has hit him yet, though. Yeah, the mace. The mace is just a little bit too long. Wait, did I drop my spear? Oh, God. Okay, so that's new to the mod. Again, they're adding something constantly in. So when you change out of your spear, I guess, you drop it. Okay, interesting. I think that's a cool change, like for realism and stuff. That's pretty cool. I like it. And boom, on to the next round. So yeah, that's really interesting. As I say, they're constantly updating stuff, so a lot of the time I don't even realize there is a change. But yeah, we'll test out on this one. I'll make sure I kill a few of them, and then when we go forward, I'll give it I'll switch weapon, and we'll see if it does actually dismount me. Of course, one dead. That should be 2 dead, because that guy is I've hit both of them twice, so there you go. And then the last one. So yeah, if we change it, you do try, if you because you can't holster it, I guess. Yeah, it makes complete sense. You can't just like put that spear behind you anywhere realistically. I like that. Nice. It's always good changes. They're just doing such a good job with this mod. I can't wait until it is fully finished and raring to go. I do wonder if you can actually holster 2-handed weapons then, because I mean, I imagine you will be able to holster them, but yeah, I mean, I'm just interested to test that out. You know, maybe you can or you can't. We'll have to find out together. Hey, this has been pretty much a clean sweep of the tournament. I don't think we've lost a soldier in any part. We're taking names right now. So let's put out our mace now. There you go. It's a good amount of damage. Keep on hitting him. We'll whittle down his armor. I think we've also added in new sound effects as well. Maybe I haven't had the sound up a little bit more, but it does sound like, you know, a bit more, you know, clingy when you're hitting chainmail and stuff, which is, you know, definitely cool. Cool to have. Again, I'm sure the developers can let me know in the comments. So we've improved our relations as well with people, getting a little bit more renowned as well. But that was like a clean sweep. As I said, I don't think we literally lost a soldier. 11, 5, 5, and 5 in the final. Very nice. What does the horse armor look like? That's the most important thing, right? Is what does the new horse armor look like? It was this one, I believe. Or was it this one? It was this one, right? Okay, so we've got like hands on it. I don't mind that. I kind of like the saddle on this one. Not this one. This one? Yeah, I kind of like the saddle on this one. It kind of reminds me of like the Reach almost. I think it looks really cool. So we're going to stick with that one. However, we still won a tournament and gain some extra skills and just prove to everybody that we are, you know, the real king here. Another focus point to spend also, I guess tactics. So I want to get towards Horde Leader. Just gaining extra like 10 soldiers is pretty big. Yeah, I'm a big fan of that. I totally forgot that I could just console command in the war as well, and I think that's the easiest way of doing it so that we get action and we get interesting stuff happening. Oh god, I've broken the AI. The entirety of the kingdom, they're like, what the hell do we do? We're at war, god damn it. Okay, cool. So yeah, let's raise ourselves a little bit of an army. Is anyone even available that hasn't been snatched up already? Yeah, I mean, there's not a lot of people. There really isn't. Okay, and we don't have tons of influence, so we'll take you. I guess we'll take you, 41 men, and then you as well. So that's most of our influence, but we should be able to keep the army together quite nicely. Let's head to the town to get rid of our camp, and then we're gonna have to set sail. So I guess, yeah, let's put up our army quickly. We'll make sure we have enough food as well, as is of course going to be important. Make sure we don't run out of food or water. We have them furs from hunting as well. Yeah, it seems like we do. We'll take a little bit of butter and food. We're not over encumbered, right? We'll take a little bit of grain as well. Why not? And then, of course, the water probably fills up the rest of our inventory. And then, yeah, let's set sail. Let's set sail. So we're waiting for the last 42 men. It's going to give us roughly around about 300 soldiers. We're resting, which is nice. Okay, so we're gonna probably set sail from Tyre with the main crusading army, and I'm feeling pretty confident about this war. That we should be doing an okay job. So you can see there are custom boat models, but they haven't been done for the full army as well. I assume you're gonna have to have like a separate set of boats when everybody is setting sail. But you can actually see kind of custom boats in themselves, looking very, very cool as we cross the water. So yeah, let's head down here then. So what do they even have here? They have 2 cities, a castle in the north. Okay, so we had a little bit of a crash, so I was able to actually regain. I had to redeclare the war, and then I was able to actually gain a few more people, but I didn't want to just grab everybody. So we've grabbed a decent force, 500 men, should be pretty decent, and we've just landed on Cyprus. So I'm going to go straight away for Cantara or Cantara, and just try and give ourselves a foothold. This will be a great place for us to resupply. It will give us the ability to obviously get food from the neighboring cities, and it will also be interesting. I don't think I've actually probably fought the men from Cyprus before, so So it'll be interesting to see what their militia is like and what the rest of their soldiers are like. Cyprus are also fighting, I believe, the Saladin. Yeah, they are also fighting the Sultanate of the Ayyubids. So I think a lot of their forces are actually in the mainland trying to reclaim the land that we've already lost to them. Question is, how desperate are we to storm the settlement? Are we looking just a quick battle where we get in, we take a foothold, but we lose men? I guess we could always recruit more because yeah, they have actually formed another army. So yeah, we probably have another army on its way, but do we just want to take this and hold it? So it's a way back as well to actually recruit. Also, remember, we have to go a pretty far way back. There is only 242 men. I think we maybe build a ram and then we go from there. Okay, we are going to, yeah, just dive into it now. I think our stewardship is going up very fast. I was maybe building about how we might as well just wait for this ladder to be done, honestly. They are starting to return armies back, so we do need to be a little bit careful. But let's build this, let's build this, this siege tower, wait till daytime, and then go from there. Okay, cool, let's dive in then. They should be pretty depleted because I don't have a lot of food left. They had no food left, actually, so that should make our lives a little bit easier. A nice little stack of infantry right there, and it feels nice to be getting 113 FPS. You can just about see it in the top left of your screen, 115 FPS in a pretty large scale battle. That feels pretty goddamn good, especially when I'm recording in 1440p, playing in 1440p. Yeah, the new setup is an absolute beast for sure. So I think what we're going to do is we're just going to push all our infantry on this left-hand side, try and avoid their missiles as much as physically possible. But yeah, we need to get up here like quickly to avoid the artillery fire. We are currently sitting ducks for it, so I'm hoping we can avoid that and just get up and then, yeah, because they've got one piece there. That is a ballista. The other artillery, I think, is over on that side. So as long as we can dodge the first couple volleys, which I think we should be able to do, it's going to take a little while to get up there. We're already pushing our way forward here. Definitely get our shield wall as well and just run. I basically need to, yeah, get into this position way before they can stop me. And then, of course, the siege tower gets up there and we push forward. God damn, I'm getting 160 FPS right now. Oh my lord, that is insane. 160 FPS. Oh god. In a 600-man battle, I think in this type of battle beforehand, I was probably getting like 30 FPS. So that is actually insane. And when I'm not looking at soldiers as well, I'm closing in on 200 FPS. That is actually mind-blowing. I can't believe that. That is crazy. Luckily as well, this is one of these siege towers that does provide us with a pretty easy way in. So as soon as it goes down, we'll just initiate them to attack. And we should be able to just push up and get stuck in and storm this position. We're taking casualties, of course, but I think we've definitely minimized it for sure. And we just tell these guys to charge now, and they should all run up here. I dropped my spear, didn't I? That should be fine, though. The mace should provide us with a decent amount of damage. And here we go. Let's break through here. Push forward, men. Hit these guys as hard as we can. We just need to open them up, reduce their numbers, so our weight of numbers will be enough to push forward. Liking the mace, though, in this situation. And it doesn't look like the Cyprus militia is that heavily armored either. And yeah, we're actually already pushing them back. Nice, good job. Get around the side if we can, block that. Make sure the spears don't bring us down. We did take one hit there. Their reinforcements have arrived, so just pull back, try and drag some of them off towards me. Because by dragging them off, it's less people in our way, and the rest of the boys can get stuck in there. Nice. Yeah, good job, good job, good job. Oh, you poor unfortunate soul. You've glitched out. Oh my god, we can't get him, though. We can't get him. There we go. Good job, good job. Right, the settlement is ours, at least with his left-hand side. We obviously have the main gate defense and also the defense on the right-hand side, which we basically just completely bypassed. Yeah, the boys are coming as well. Good, good, good. And yeah, you can see they're already trying to fall back a little bit there. A really beautiful settlement as well. I feel like a lot of the settlements I don't truly get to explore. But it's just like some areas I never really play. I basically know, especially with this mod as well, I know the Azurai settlements off by heart. Oh, this is so cool as well. We're getting a little fight under this alleyway. I wish more sieges were like this. Like, where you actually get, like, more interesting engagements. Where there'd actually be, like, key defensive positions the AI would, like, hold if you push certain ways and stuff. And, like, they'd fall back to. Like, Bannerlord sieges could be so much better. if we actually had like position. Like, what happens if the AI, like, we broke through this side and then the AI, you know, stationed soldiers to defend here and stuff? That'd be really, really cool. And I know RBM does do it a little bit, but it's not like enough in my opinion. I wish for, honestly, just wish for base game had it. Yeah, let's keep on pushing. We're overrunning the position here. Very nice indeed. That's friendly right there. We want to try and get this gate open. I'll take out this archer quickly though, so we can't shoot any more shots into me. Do we have a sword as well? No, we don't actually have a sword. I wonder what happened to that. Let's get the gate open, even though we've already breached it, but still. No real major issue. And now we'll just finish off the lightly armored garrison that remains. And that should be our first foothold in Cyprus. Held, secured, and we'll be very, very happy with it. And look at that. We've caught their little garrison down here as well. Let's jump down to help out. I still want to level up my one-handed skill. My one-handed skill isn't amazing, so we definitely want to get some hits off here. I think a sword would be a much better weapon here. The mace, of course, still does pretty nice blunt damage, but a sword would actually cut through their armor and slice off a limb or two, I can only assume. There we go. Settlement has been secured. Didn't lose that many men. I think attacking, you know, down one certain way was definitely the plan of action. Now simply we just have to take the keep, which shouldn't be too difficult. I'll take the boys with me, the knights, the shock troopers. Let's go. I mean, look at us all. Wow, that's insane. And we should be able to just slice up over here. No, this actually stops us. Okay, we'll drop that as well, of course. And then wrap around. And that should allow us through. Again, probably picking up a sword would be better. We have a sword down here, yeah. Let's maybe pick up a sword, or maybe even like an axe to be a really good weapon to pick up. I mean, it's a little bit shorter, but I imagine it has some pretty good damage. And yeah, you can see you can holster these weapons as well. Okay, good to know. I love the look of all our knights as well, and all the different armors and stuff. It looks really, really cool. You guys are gonna go that way, which is cool. We'll keep on pushing. I doubt we'll really lose a man because there's not much back here. Okay, let's see what the axe does. It does, yeah, again, new sounds as well. I'm pretty sure these are all new sounds, which is a cool addition. Let's just go. I think this is the last man standing. Yeah, 32 damage. Yeah, you can see that cut damage. There's so much more. And there you go. The keep's been secured. Good job, boys. Very proud of each and every one of you. Oh, so it looks like Cyprus have Byzantine soldiers. I'm sure they have some unique soldiers, but a lot of these like Byzantine-esque men. So that is good to know. Again, we'll probably take the experience. Yeah, oh, we just have double maces. Why do we have double mace? Oh, we have a two-handed mace on our back. So I think when we drop this, it also is dropping that. Interesting. Because it says this item can't be holstered, so I assume you can only wield this two-handed weapon if you're not using a spear, which is interesting. It would be cool if they gave you like a siege. I know there is that mod that gives you that siege outfit where you can have like multiple. That'd be kind of a cool addition as well. So I'd probably wield a two-handed weapon for a siege. We don't need a spear for that. Nice, they have so much water as well. We need that resupply badly, so we'll take all of that. And then we'll, of course, take the horses and the camel. Why not? And then we'll give everything else up. I don't really see a need to keep any of this. I'd rather my men get 8,000 experience. You can see a lot of them have just leveled up. We will. If we show mercy, what happens? So the settlement doesn't lose prosperity. We must spend influence. And yeah, just convince some people. If we pillage, we gain. The army gains 5,000 gold. The owner doesn't like me. The notable powers go down. The loyalty goes down. So there's a bit of prosperity. But we also gain morale. Our morale is actually pretty low. So I think we're going to do that right off the bat. Yeah, cool. Let's do that. Cool. Well, that's a nice little initial battle for us. We're going to wait here. The approach. I mean, I don't know why we have to request. Someone has 41 days left to convert to us, which is actually really, really quick, surprisingly. Normally, they take a lot longer than that to do. So we'll take that. We also gained a bunch of influence. Oh, I guess it's because we're Crusaders, so we actually gain a nice little bonus right there. I do want to make sure that they're not raiding our settlement boat out here. And obviously, we also can we capture this guy? Can he escape? I don't know if he can. Oh, it's a milady. Theodora, how's it going? I love the civilian clothing. It looks so good. Unfortunately, we are at war, Theodora, and you will be captured and you will be sent to prison. I hate to be the one to do it to you, but yeah, you're gonna spend the rest of the war most likely in our dungeon. Nice, and that's given us enough for Horde Leader as well. Boom, that's good, that's good, that's good. It's really good. Actually, if that's the case, we don't really need to put another point in tactics. Like the rest of these tactics are good for auto resolves and stuff, but aren't like huge. So I think I'm actually going to spend that extra focus point elsewhere, and we're going to probably stick it in charm. There's a few petitions that really benefit from having high charm, so I think that's good. We currently have 40 prisoners we can dump off here, and then I guess we're going to look to maybe take another castle. There we go for this. We got our main crusading army of, what, 700 men. They can go for the main settlements, and we'll just kind of pick away. Cool, so we're on to the next settlement. We do have to be a little bit cautious of if they bring any soldiers over, but as I said, I think their main force is busy on the mainland fighting away, and if we can chip away at all these castles, that should provide us with some good bonuses. Again, I'm hoping the king will grant me a settlement. Is it not relevant? Is he already giving it away? He's already given it away! I am doing so much for this kingdom, and this is how they repay me. How many settlements do they... Okay, to be fair, they didn't have any settlements, so that does make sense. I guess it's going to be the case a lot of the time, because, yeah, we've lost so much land to the Ayyubid Sultanate that they are willing just to be able to do this to us. Okay, so we have 1,000 men ready to attack. Oh my god, so I initiated this siege, but I guess because he has more men, he just takes command of it? How annoying. How annoying. So is he going to launch the assault or what? Because my army's running on fumes right now. That's so ratty that he just takes command of it. I don't know what he's building. I'm gonna just leave the siege and return to the siege. What happens if I leave and then rejoin? Do I get to then see if he's building anything? Because, yeah, I can't sustain this. I can't sustain this. Oh, boom, yeah, he just attack immediately. Cool. Let's do this, because, again, this is going to be the most interesting battle, but I'm more interested to see my FPS with 1,000 men on the battlefield. As you can see, 1,000 men, 100 FPS. In fact, I'm getting over, 140, 130 if I actually look at them as well. Yeah, okay, we dip a little bit below. Not really, though. We're still quite, 94 is the lowest I've seen my FPS go. God damn, it feels good to have this PC. Yeah, you can see the mace is actually down here as well. So let's equip that. I want just to, so let's get rid of this. I want to just equip the mace. Can I pick that up or not? No, it doesn't look, oh, there we go. Oh, yeah, I had it. There we go. Okay, so I've got the two-handed mace now. We obviously just need to get these ladders up here and we'll storm with defense. They have barely any men whatsoever. So we just need to get up there as quickly as possible. We are actually losing more men, but keep in mind that a lot of the men we're going to be losing is going to be the AI soldiers anyway, so that's not something I really care too much about. Okay, let's go. We need to get up here. We actually have our shield out, though, so this mace probably isn't going to be the best way of attacking, but we should be fine. But yeah, there you go. We get some good headshots. We can start crashing in. Yeah, it does do some really good damage on lightly armored infantry. 60 damage is good. A lot of them have spears as well, which, of course, not going to be the primary weapon they want to be using here. And yeah, we're just going to blitz through this defense. As soon as our knights get up here, they're going to be doing very little damage, and we can just storm the defenses. This weapon also does multiple damage as well. Oh, God, he almost hit me out. Yeah, this weapon also does damage to multiple people if they get a good enough swing. And yeah, their blades are doing no damage to me whatsoever. It's starting to rack up. But yeah, not enough. We just need like 4 people there with one swing. Yeah, they need like a blunt weapon to get through my armor. Can we pick up these rocks as well? Okay, that's a lot of them. There's a lot of them. Okay, I was just joking. Let me up. Okay, cool. Do we have another weapon? Okay, we do have a mace. Cool. Yeah, boys, charge. What are you guys doing up here? We need to be a bit more aggressive than this, please. I'm also going to fall back a little bit. I don't want to end up dying. So I'm going to fall back and let the AI probably just clear out the rest of the defenses. How are we doing elsewhere? Obviously, the gate's not going to be an issue. So yeah, we're already storming here as well. Okay, that's fine. That seems good enough to me. Yeah, let's make sure we get this gate open as well. We want to ensure, that we can get men freely into the settlement. And it looks like that's going to be another clean victory for us. Unfortunately, I can't participate in the attack, but we can send some men in my stead, and that's going to give us another victory right there. You're welcome, my friend, for me coming in and initiating the siege, building the siege defenses, and then you taking all the glory. I mean, nothing sums up like medieval warfare than that. So that's actually an interesting one. So yeah, they actually have the Byzantine flags and armors and stuff. And I mean, honestly, their banner is actually pretty good, decreasing morale shock, which we've seen you know, morale plays a massive part in this mod. We've seen units rout so many times, so that's actually a good banner to have. And boom, just like that, another settlement has been secured. We've secured the coastline of forts. I think we only have, yeah, 1 fort over here, and then the 2 cities. So I think, honestly, we could finish off them pretty quickly. Yeah, they're losing their war against the Ayyubid Solomon as well pretty heavily. It'd be interesting to see how many men they've lost to them, but I don't know if there is a way to see their wars like that, because we're obviously already fighting them. But that is where we're going to wrap up today's episode. I know there was only 2 sieges, but the forces of Cyprus are going to kind of offer us a decent land battle, unfortunately. However, what we're going to do is we're going to win this war probably next episode. We're going to take all of this, and then we're going to probably prepare for another war against the Ayyubid Sultanate. We can call it the Third Crusade if we want to, and we'll look to reclaim as much of this land as physically possible. I don't know how successful it's going to be, but we'll give it our best try. Of course, check out the mod down below in the description on their Discord. Of course, the mod isn't out yet, but it is making heavy progress towards a full release, and I'll see you guys in the next one.